Hi my beauties, my name's Liz. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, I am brand new to makeup and I want to talk about certain subjects. Some may be fun, some may be serious, some may be sensitive. But I want to do get ready with me videos along with those topics. So if it's something that you may be interested as you see me grow on my makeup journey and makeup skills, please consider like, comment, and subscribing as well. So if you're interested in makeup or the topic in hand, keep on watching.
What would you do to get to me? What would you say to have your way? Would you give up or try again? If I hesitate to let you in, now would you be yourself or play a role? Tell all the boys or keep it low. If I say no, would you turn away or play me off, or would you stay up?
Before we go on, I do have a disclaimer. I don't really have an idea what I'm gonna do for my makeup. Two, I'm not well spoken, so please understand that I need to practice doing my makeup while talking. So I'm going to try the best I can. The more I do it, the better I'll get. So I've been actually listening to these 3 books. One is When My Soul Met a Thug, A Woman's Worth, and now I'm listening in on Shot Through My Heart. So these books, they either have one or more characters that the woman is just so stupid as far as dealing with crap from men. My heart goes out to them, but I also want to strangle them or slap some sense into them, just to be like, no, you deserve better. And then there was a part of me that was like, oh crap, that was me. That was so me back in the day. And I wanted to share, just because you're confident in yourself and your body, and you may feel confident and feel attractive at that time at whatever weight you may be, but if you let men or women and treat you like crap, whoever your significant other is, and treat you like crap, that's lowering your worth. And expecting the other person to change and hoping that he would love you for your size and see you as beautiful because you may have gained weight, and he may belittle you and cheat on you, and you may accept that because he's got it in your head that you deserve no one better, that you can't get anyone better, and that it's a blessing to be with him. And I was so frustrated with these characters in these books, and it just got to me. I was just like, ah, gosh, why are you accepting this way of treatment? And then I thought to myself, that was me many times in my life. In high school, I dated this one guy, and it wasn't actually really dating. It was just like we were official for 2 weeks and we broke up. I dealt all this crap from him, with him treating me like crap. He was like, oh, I think you're pretty, but I just don't want to deal with my friends talking trash because, you know, I'm heavy. And the funny thing is, he's a chubby chaser. He was just afraid to share that. For some reason, I don't know, he just didn't want to showcase me being with him. He was afraid to show that he liked bigger women. And I accepted that. I accepted that crap during that time. And I did gain weight during the time, and I wasn't that bad in freshman year. I was still chubby, but I was I didn't get really heavy until by the sophomore, junior, and then it was we had like super arguments and stuff like that, and we fought, made up, made up, but we weren't official after the 2 weeks initially. So for 4 years we were going off and on, and then I would be his friend, and from time to time I would see him be in relationships with people, and of course we wouldn't be together during that time, but I would just be second best. Like, you're good to be on the DL, but you're not good enough to show off to my friends. And I based my worth based off of whether he gave me the DL time or not. And so we would hook up on the side, but in front of people at school we would just pretend we didn't even know each other. And so we would just constant be like good and bad, and it was like that for the rest of high school and a little bit after high school. Yeah, after high school I did try to be his friend. Afterwards I was going back to church and changing my worldly ways. Last straw for me is when he sent me a text saying, "I'm drunk and I want to get laid, but you're too stuck on your Mormon Bible." And I was like, yeah, no, that's not gonna work. So that was the end of that. There's another time that I remember. Oh yeah, disclaimer, I don't know what the heck I'm doing with my makeup. I'm just kind of winging it, and hopefully it turns out good. Okay, so I wanted to share another experience that I was stupid at this time. Is that when I moved here to Utah from New Mexico, I got this job at a call center. I met this guy that worked there and a group of other friends, and we all became acquainted with one another, hung out with each other. It was a group of like, I don't know, 6 or 7 of us. And during this time I was active in church, but I kind of left the church to kind of get approval from this one guy that I met at work, because I wanted attention, and he wasn't a active LDS guy, member of the Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints. And so I lowered my morals and standards of my spirituality, like, for just to be loved and cared for, because I thought any kind of attention equated to my worth. Like, oh, he's giving me any type of affection at, you know, this time, this means that he likes me, you know, that means that, you know, my worth is good. It's from him wanting to do anything with me, I was just willing to accept that. Heard of binge eater. I was a binge sinner. So not only did I just do worldly things, let's just put it that way, I went beyond just to prove that I was worth him spending time with me or giving me any type of attention. With this one, he treated me just as friends in front of people, but he was okay with the physical aspect behind closed doors, and he didn't want me to even talk about it with anyone that I was close with during that group of friends, and so I tried to keep quiet, but I ended up sharing, you know, some information with some people, and he got upset. He was like, blah blah blah, I like to keep my life private. I just kind of started to feel like this is all I could get. I can't get anything better. And you start feeling worthless. You start feeling like less than. You start accepting that way of being. And there'll be times that I would be confident, even though this is the time that I was regaining my weight the first time, after losing the first 100 pounds that I lost. So my ego was kind of shocked because I felt like a failure. I felt like, you know, I just didn't really recall my worth, and I just accepted whatever attention. I stopped going to church altogether during that time because I was the kind of person, when I went binge sinning, I kind of just stayed away, not because of my disbelief of the church. I never disbelieved in my faith, and so I didn't feel like a hypocrite. And I know that church is a hospital for sinners, and we're all sinners. I know that, but I just felt more guilty by going, and nothing to do with anyone there. And you may think that's the end of the story. I finally came to my senses. The end? No. And here's the thing. Each time you let a guy treat you like crap, they're going to keep on doing it. They're not going to learn their lesson. You're not there to change them. You're not going to change them. So stop trying to change a person, and hopefully they'll see your worth and see that you're attractive, and it's beneficial to lose weight, and it shows that you love your body because you are not self-medicating with food. I do recommend getting a healthy relationship with food for your health, but nothing to do with your looks or getting anyone's approval. But in my opinion, when you are emotional and binge eating, it's a form of self-hate, as it would be if you were binging and purging or starving yourself or cutting yourself. It is still harmful for your body, whether it's an addiction or whatever. Those actions is just feeding into itself, and it's just treating the body horribly. And you are God's gift. Oh crap, what did I do? You are God's gift to this world, and you got to remember that. Like, we all are God's gift to this world, and we all need to understand our infinite worth. And our worth isn't based off of other people's opinions, or if you could get a guy or anything like that. Your worth is infinite, and all it takes is you just recognizing it. That is it. Recognizing it and owning it. Right, so you may be wondering, what did I let him do next? Okay, so what I ended up doing is letting him talk me into giving him money, even though we both worked at the same job, the same position. He even did better on sales than I did. And no, I didn't have any extra money saved. I ended up giving him a little bit extra from paycheck to paycheck to help him out, with hopes of him paying me back. So the first time he talked me into it, he told me about his daughter, and that he doesn't have enough for rent, and they're not gonna have a place to stay. And I felt bad because I was like, oh, the daughter, I don't want, the daughter to go without a place to stay. And yeah, common sense says like something wasn't adding up, and we were both at the same place, and I'm like, I could have just said, yeah, that's not my problem, and I wish I would have said that, or just say that I'm broke. I mean, that could be an easier way to say that, and which wouldn't be technically a lie at that time, and it just, so that way it's just a nicer way to say, this is your business and not mine, and I'm not your cash cow in order to get money and you to live off of my income. Even though we work at the same job, get the same pay, you get more pay because you're better at sales than I am. I'm horrible at sales. Like, I can't sell anything to anyone. Crazy thing is, I was stupid enough to believe that he actually liked me and he was just being genuine, or he's like, I'll pay you back next paycheck. And he would be nice to me when he wanted money, and he would be like super sweet and caring, or show me any type of affection, and he'd be like acting like a genuine friend. And I took that fake friendship as like interest toward me. Each time that we would do worldly things, I would be the one paying the bill for like going out and stuff like that, and drinks and stuff cost a lot, and I was the one paying the bill. And I was so stupid thinking that he actually liked me, and that hopefully we could be in a relationship, and hopefully he would like me in front of people. It was this constant battle where when he was good to me, we were good, and when I would ask for payments, he would just act like he didn't. He was like, oh, this came up, or it was always an excuse that something came up. And then he got into a relationship with somebody he met online on like a dating app, and I was like, what? And then he was like, yeah, I'm in a relationship. And then I was like, so are you gonna pay me back? And he was like, I'm helping her out. I'm paying her, you know, because I guess he started living with her because she had her own house, and so I guess he was paying rent for staying there. So that's what he was like, well, I'm covering, you know, the bills there, you know, like to help out for me staying there. And I was like, okay, so what about payment? And it was always like something or something else, you know, would come up. I was so happy when he gave me negative attention during the time, and so sad when like super sad. Like I just wanted to, there was one time that I didn't want to like do actually anything but to kind of leave this earth. I didn't want to, it wasn't like I actually officially wanted to do anything to leave this earth, so to speak, but I just didn't want to feel that deep pain that I was feeling. I am trying to be careful with my words just in case there are young ones listening in with you. So I'm at the point where I'm going to choose to do graphic liner. I love graphic liner because it challenges me, it relaxes me, and excites me when I actually do it correctly and improve. The thing with that guy, we stopped hooking up. He ended up being with that one girl for a while, and I switched jobs, and oh gosh, I can't talk and do this at the same time. Alright, so I finished the rest off of camera because it was just taking too long, and I was taking forever on this liner right there. I started off with white, and then I went in with a very baby blue, I think that's what color it is, and a pastel blue, baby blue, and I don't know if you could see the paw prints. So back to the story. By the end, I had given him approximately about $5 grand altogether of money I did not have, and it was stupid. I like this style of video because so that way I like the style of video because it relaxes me as I'm talking about a certain topic instead of just talking at you. I've seen a lot of Get Ready With Me videos, and the past few days I've been thinking of doing a Black Lives Matter kind of segment into these topics as well. I want to either talk about Black history, and I need to research on that because I'm just horrible with history, with any history, but my husband's a history buff, and that's one way we could connect, as getting to know each other even more and bonding more in that aspect, and he could help me with the research so I could convey that to you in a future video. I've been wanting to share Black people's racist experiences that they experience in their lifetime. And I wanted to be heartfelt. Like I want to be able to use my platform to express to other people that may not see as Black Lives Matter, but all lives matter. And so I was just thinking, instead of telling them not to be racist or not to do this, I want to be able to connect with the hearts, because once you change the heart, then they're going to want to change. It's kind of like me telling you to be Christian or be a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and demanding it. Unless you have that confirmation from God, you're not going to want to join. Like, it's just, you're just like, whatever. So I know what it's like to not like to be told what to do. I know what it's like to sin. I made plenty of mistakes. So this is just an option that I was just thinking could help others see, and the reason I wanted to do makeup along with those kind of topics. Now, if I was a racist, I wouldn't click onto a video that said Black History or Black Lives Matter, because that's the audience that I want to go to. So I want to do makeup as well, so just in case those people that like to do makeup, I want to be able to do both at the same time, but I don't want makeup to be the focus. It was actually a friend that I met on social media, Melody. She has a her own small business, Heals and Health, which is a spices, healthy spices. She does recipes. She's just really amazing. She's in Chicago and she serves food over there as well. Like, you could order food. If you are Black and you want to share your racist experience that you've experienced in your lifetime, please send me a DM to my Instagram. You could do it by text or video, sharing your experience, and please let me know if you want to keep yourself anonymous or include your name. I am just trying to figure out what kind of videos, that's just kind of the type of videos I want to do. It does take me a lot of time. I spend most of the day and to film, edit, mostly film, and then edit, and just because I'm horrible at talking, and it usually takes me several takes to finish an actual sentence because I keep on having to repeat it. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, and thank you so much for your support. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day.
What you do?